Here we go. Here we go.
I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know we here to talk about. Every time I think things are slowing down with the Bucks, something else just comes up. I know that the initial live was to talk about Summer League and the first Summer League game and Brayden Burries and how he looked and Cass and how he looked. But in the midst of this happening, we have to discuss the signing of Gary Trent Jr., the re-signing of Pete Nance. There was a squabble between Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo. Like, damn, like the Bucks had got the internet going nuts all summer. Every time I think we about to chill out, it get crazy again. It just get crazy again. The Bucks are the gift that keeps on giving. And I've been getting the messages since the post. We're going to get into it. I want to take it slow, friends and family. Salute the Bucks Nation. Salute the friends and family, channel members, Discord members, people that purchasing the merch. Appreciate you. Salute. We're going to get into that. But let's just take it slow. Let's talk about the Summer League. Let's ramp up to that. But I do understand why everyone is furious over the Gary Trent Jr. contract, especially after what he called a performance of last year to be rewarded what I think is a exorbitant contract. We definitely got to get into that, friends and family. That contract is insane. I'm not going to even I don't even know why that happened. Why would you give that man that much money? Why? I mean, shout out to Clutch Sports. Shout out to Clutch Sports and Rich Paul. Y'all out here, hey, y'all squeezing every bit of milk out the cows. This is crazy. Let's just get Gary Trent got 4 years, $64 million after shooting 39% last year. He'll pull in $15 million in year one, making him the fourth highest paid Buck. Bold money for a guy coming off his worst statistical year. Can you imagine performing at your worst and then getting paid your best? Is crazy to me. Think about that, y'all. He had his worst statistical year and got his biggest bag. Make it make sense, friends and family. He clearly has some files somewhere on someone, clearly. Because there's no way that he deserves that much money. Because it doesn't even make sense, like, in the grand scheme. Like, if you're giving KPJ, someone that's like a 25-5 player, and he can't even get $8 million, and you're giving this dude 15, like, what is going on? Horst, I was just trying to give you an olive branch. I was just trying to show you some love, acting like you had some sense. Then this happens. We need an explanation why he deserved this much money, and we didn't get. And then KPJ don't got a long-term contract. If anyone should have got a long-term contract, it should have been KPJ instead of Gary Trent. Gary Trent was a train wreck last year. Damn, Horst. Man, hey, the Bucks, hey, man, Horst, you out here moving like Xbox. You do one thing good, then two things wrong. Like, what is happening? Jesus, you did something good. I was all excited the other day. We went ahead and re-signed Pete Nance. Like, I was happy about that. To a 2-year vetman, I'm like, okay, that's a smart move. I get it. There we go. Economical, someone that can shoot the three, high IQ. Let's get it. And then it's Summer League. We got our head beat in 119-86. Brayden Burries did have 18 points, 6 of 15 shooting. Cormac Ryan grabbed 8 boards. Cass had 6 assists, but we couldn't stop them defensively. We allowed them to shoot 50%, and we got ran up out the building for the most part. That's really what happened. And other thing that we were having a discussion in our chat about, right? I don't know if this is like a fair take, but I expect Cormac, Ryan, and it was like me, BShack, a couple other people talking about. I know what Cormac can do, right, in the regular season. We all know that, right? Cormac is looked really good last year, but shouldn't you be dominant in the summer league if you were that good against standard competition? Shouldn't you be dominant in summer league? I'm watching other players look dominant in summer league, like they shouldn't even be there. For me, with these Bucks players in summer league, I need to see somebody step up, separate themselves from the pack. Y'all all look the same right now. I'm not seeing any separation. That's what we need to see in summer league. And I don't got no shame for nobody. If you come in there messing around, messing up, get them up out of here. If you don't take summer league seriously, you're not going to take the regular season seriously. Every game matters. All your minutes matter. Don't come over here playing, letting us get. They was up by like 36 in that game. Like, what are we doing, friends and family? Like, what? Like, come on, man. We need to say more, but I understand. I will say this. I understand the hype behind Brayden Burries. He has a lot of ability and upside. Not saying he should be starting or nothing real crazy like that, but I understand the upside with Brayden Burries. I definitely see it. I see Cass definitely looking like a natural point guard, like a true facilitator. I do see that. So I'm definitely seeing some positives again. This is Summer League. All we're not, I mean, wins and losses matter, but what we're really concerned about is the development of these young players and seeing if someone is going to step up and separate themselves from the pack. That's what we're really looking at, friends and family. In the first game, obviously, like I said, I thought Brayden Burries looked good, and I thought Cass looked good distributed, and Cormac did good on the boards. But I need to see you be more dominant, Cormac. You 27 in summer league, bro. You need to be destroying and annihilating people, bro. You're 27. These are children you playing against. Come on, man. Get activated, bro. You got to get activated. And then this whole Tyler Herro and Bam getting in a fight and all this, like, what? Why are y'all squabbling? Like, what is happening? Like, that is just crazy to me. And Bam, you too big to be fighting that little dude as well. Like that's crazy. Now I'm starting to just be more and more of a Tyler Herro fan. Y'all try to bully him and do all this type of craziness. Like, come on, man. What is happening? That's crazy to me. That but Tyler and Bam fighting is almost as crazy as Gary Trent getting 4 years of sit. This dude got $64 million. How do we even talk about anything else, friends and family? That is so insane. And we were sitting here talking to. We were angry about the deal that our boy AJ Green got for the 4 years, 40 million. We didn't know this was around the corner. This move is, I mean, this is almost like rewarding bad behavior. It's almost like he's getting paid from the Indiana series versus what he did all last year. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's like they're almost paying him from what he did before, but not what he did recently. And maybe they move him, maybe they had to sign him to move him, but that's a lot of money to sign somebody like Gary Trent Jr. He didn't even average double figures, bro. Like, that's crazy. I, they got, I don't know, maybe I'm not looking at this appropriately, friends and family, Bucks Nation. Y'all let me know in the chat, but I can't, I'm trying to quantify why it was needed to give him that much money. Like, why did he need to get 64 million? Why couldn't he get 4 years, 50 million? Why couldn't he get 4 years, 40 million? Like, this is crazy. Him even getting over 10 million a year, I think is too much. What has he done to earn him over 10 million a year? If we want to keep it, you know what? If we want to keep it a buck, Pete Nance was more valuable to this team last year than Gary Trent Jr. This we got the return of Dr. Smith. Hold on, y'all. We gotta cut the short stuff short real quick. Hold on. We tapping in Dr. Smith. You good, Dr. Smith? All right, we tapping in Dr. Smith. I know he got lots to say about this rubbish. Hey, what up?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family?
Hey, what up, Dr. Smith? What's good? So,
Well, you
how you
see me,
feel?
I just came out the gym, so
Jim,
I'm looking a little crazy right now.
it's
But
all
I've
good.
known that between school and work, I've been missing like a couple of these lives. I'll by the time I'm available, you wrapping it up or whatever.
It's
So
all
I
good.
said
I'm
I'm gonna.
glad you was able to tap in. So We had the Summer League game. Brayden Burries looked good. Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo had a slight squabble. We re-signed Trent Williams, 4 years,
Bro,
64 million. Go ahead.
bro, don't. All right, so I don't come over here with that garbage. Like, look, man. All right, here's my thing, right? If I don't know what happened, no one knows what happened, right? We're getting like loose reports and all the rest of it, and so now it ends up being something that you hear about like after school. You heard such and such. I don't, you know what I mean? But it's my understanding that Bam put his hands on him first, and it was behind something that Tyler said, right? So to the both of you, Bam, you're a grown adult. Handle yourself like a grown adult, right? We're not 12 years old anymore. Period. Point blank. Tyler Herro, do not come over here with some kind of 12-year-old addiction to social media where you can't shut up and you can't just keep your mind to the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm happy you're here. To be honest with you, you I'm not hyped about Tyler, but if they would have moved Tyler for more pieces, I wouldn't have hated that.
Correct. I'm there.
I'm kind of, you know what I mean? Like I love his offense. I'm not thrilled about his defense. So if he's going to stay on the team, then the coach needs to instill in him in a way that maybe the best coach in the business, Eric Spoelstra, couldn't. That you cannot have any real minutes on this team if you're not going to play defense. It's a new day.
You gotta commit.
Right? We're trying to reestablish who we weren't for like the last couple of years, which is a defensive team. I'm saying all that to say this. You don't have time to be worrying about Bam's money or what Bam Adebayo's got going on. Like, I don't want that energy on my team at all. Just play
where
basketball.
He's shooting from 2 and from jump shots and all of it. Like, come on,
why do you care?
Right.
Why do you care? Like, you and don't get me wrong, if the man put his hands on you first, then in that particular situation, you're the victim. I'm not a fan of that, and we too old for that. Bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm for sure too old for that.
Right.
Y'all to be co-signing that kind of stuff, but y'all are too old for that. You're grown adults. Like, get past that. Are there worse things in the NBA that have happened? Absolutely, but like, don't start your tenure on the team with that nonsense. But
facts.
That's small potatoes. $64 million.
I knew that's what everybody wanted to talk about. I was trying to.
$64 million. Shout out to Gary 50 Cent Jr. Like, you know what I mean? He just straight up he's robbing us in broad daylight, no mask, 10 o'clock in the morning at the traffic light. I'm not ducking from who. I'm robbing you right in front of everybody. Just right there in front of your house, robbing us. The way that it was explained, that I've heard it explained, which does make sense, but I'm still angry about it, was that Gary Trent Jr. cut Milwaukee a deal last year. This is the money that he should have got last year on the heels of that Indiana series, which he was one of the top dudes. He was like one of the guys who was standing on the line and fighting. He was going toe to toe for us. So it's my understanding that his people, well, the team told his people that, look, you cut us a deal now and we'll hold you down in the future. So this is us. What's up, Daniel? What's going on, man?
What up, Glacier?
So this is us paying them back, right? And the way that I've heard it explained again, which makes sense, is that if Milwaukee reneges on that deal, then you look like you got bad business to the rest of the league. Really bad to someone like Brayden Burries, who is managed by the same person as Gary Trent Jr.
Which is Clutch
right?
Sports.
Right. And so they're saying, look, you either keep your word. I don't care how hemmed up you are by it. I don't care if he doesn't play. I don't care if he sits on the bench and he's 15. If he becomes the new Thanasis, you're going to pay that man because you told him that you were going to do it last year. So this is some mob stuff. This is some mob. And on this is not even supposed to be legal. That could put you under like investigation.
Well, the Clippers already got that problem right now. So
how do you pay one of the worst it's not just that he was one of the worst people on the Bucks. They're G League guys who were looking at Gary Trent like, I gotta be better than that dude.
Man,
I gotta be better than him.
He had his worst statistical year in his career last year.
$64 million.
It's crazy.
Highway. That's not highway robbery. That's robbery right in front of your house. That's no weapon, no nothing. That's just as Omar. I'm just whistling. You already know what it is. Put it in the bag. Do not make me come back here. That's you. I'm gonna remember everybody who tried to fight back. Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag right now. That's what that is. Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag right now. That's what he did. That's what he and his people did. And because we haven't quite washed all of the bad dealings off of this team. Like I'm listening to you because again I haven't caught all the lives or whatever, but I'm listening to you. I'm agreeing with you. I'm giving Milwaukee props. It seems like we're doing good things. We're finally starting to manage our money properly and make some good moves, some good Genesis moves, right? Planting seeds for the future when it comes to certain dealings, right? Moving on from Torian Prince, getting Gary Harris. I heard that we got what's the brother's name who came back from Detroit?
Karis LeVert.
Right. I don't think they're keeping Karis LeVert. I don't think they're keeping him at all. I think Detroit needed to get rid of Karis LeVert because they needed to pay their center. And they were strapped. And so along comes Milwaukee and said, look, we'll take him because at this point we've got money to do that. We'll take Karis LeVert off your hands, but we need 2 draft picks. That's a shrewd business move. Because at this point, it's like, look, Karis, you came on the team, but quite honestly, you're not really in the plans for the future. Right, so I'm thinking if we keep him, he's the new Thanasis,
right?
But now he's gonna have to move over because Gary Trent is the new Thanasis. Look, I don't care what John Horst told you. You can't get on the court, bro. I don't. You. There's no possible way. How many guards do we have on this team now? At this point,
there has to be additional movement. We can't go into the NBA with all guards. We can't have 10 guards and 5 other players. Like, this is crazy.
He was supposed to be the additional movement. You're not supposed to be on this team. None of the holdovers are supposed to be here except for maybe Miles Turner. Maybe. But all the rest of them dudes, Kyle, thank you. Salute, bro. Good luck in the future. Torian, good luck. Gary Harris, good luck. Gary Trent was supposed to be good luck immediately with the good luck. And Gary Trent would have been good luck in Beijing after what you did last year, bro. Like, are you lucky you're not playing for the Arab Emirates over there? Like, what do you average, like 1.2 points?
Man, yeah,
like he had like the worst. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to dribble the ball, the air out the ball. Can you?
I will.
Go ahead, Dave.
Man, look, when I seen that text that he got $64 million.
But I just want to pause real quick. And did you see how excited I was yesterday when I found out that we signed Pete Nance after I've been sitting here campaigning for Pete Nance? I was like, here we go, Horst. You signed Pete Nance to a vet minimum for 2 years. He's definitely worth way more than that. He got size, IQ. Boom, great value signing. And then you spin the block in 24 hours and do something like this is crazy. And I saw, my bad, who's just said it in the chat. They said Rich Paul is moving like Suge Knight. And I agree. He is out here moving like Suge Knight. He is coming through the club with elbows, Bogart, and Debo, and with Henny in his hand and dare somebody to say something. That's what it looked like. Like, this is crazy. Go ahead, Bleacher.
Man, it like I said, when I got that text, I got so mad because we thought he was gone. Like,
we thought he was with the Lakers. I thought he was going to the Lakers.
But then, like I would say about Thursday, we was in our chat and Antwerp's like, guess coming back, and I'm like, I don't know.
Right? Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about dude.
And then I said, please not Gary Trent. He's like, yep. I'm like, I was like, what are you talking? Like, okay, I want to know what's going on. But as soon as I saw the 4 year, $64 million, I'm like, what are the Bucks doing?
It's the money is. My thing is, like, I'm a very analytical person. Like, there's good and bad to be with that. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. But if I'm just looking at this just at the pure analytical standpoint, and I'm taking all emotion and bias out of this situation, if I'm a player like Kevin Porter Jr., How am I looking at myself and what I'm doing, getting 5-6 million a year, where this low life over here that did absolutely nothing is getting 64 for 4, and then you got a one-trick pony over there at AJ Green that got 4 years and 40 million. Where get
Hold on, hold on.
KBJ's money.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't hear that. We re-signed AJ Green.
Hey, I'm just saying AJ Green has a 4-year, $40 million contract. And what I'm
Oh,
saying is, yeah, he has that contract. Now Gary Trent
oh,
has this, and I think that KPJ is better than both of them combined. Where's that man's money?
easily. But look, yeah, I was like, you was about to watch me like super crash out. I was
Yeah,
about
yeah,
to
like
lose it.
this is crazy. Like, go ahead, Bleacher. Like, what I'm saying is, it doesn't make sense to me if I'm looking at the production from Kevin Porter Jr. and I'm looking at the production of AJ Green. I'm looking at the production of Gary Trent Jr. How do they get paid and Kevin Porter Jr. doesn't get paid? And he's our starting point guard. You can't just do stuff like that. Like, you have to look at it from a mental standpoint. How do you expect KPJ to come into this season? How do you expect him to feel unless he has a handshake deal that we don't know about that he's getting paid next year? Because there's no way that Gary Trent Jr. should be paid before Kevin Porter Jr. Period. Period. That's insane to me. Go ahead, Bleach. Let me go back to Dr.
No,
Smith.
When you saying that, I'm thinking like, is he gonna have great Trent start? Because he gets paid 16 million. Ain't no way you can have him come off the bench. You got him paying $16 million.
Right.
You know,
That's the
it
thing off the bench, man.
man, it bro, it's like it's so dumb. I don't understand what the Bucks is thinking with this move.
Unless they're gonna move him to the Lakers or something like that. Maybe that's the play, as a sign and trade. That's the only logic I can kind of put to this. Maybe is a sign and trade.
I doubt it. Unless they're gonna take that deal, I don't think they're gonna take 16 million for him. What he done to get that?
They need a shooter. They need a 3-and-D guy. They need a 3-and-D guy. They need veteran leadership. I don't know what but I just can't make this make sense. That's it. It just doesn't.
Man,
I have a theory. I have a theory. What you just said makes sense. So here's the thing. Like I said, it's not just trading players and whatnot. Sometimes you have to match contracts, right? Like I don't want to.
Mm,
This part of the NBA I needed to actually sharpen up on a little bit more. And I've heard like the people on some of these other Bucks content creator YouTube channels
mm,
explain the money a little bit better, right? And so, but it's my understanding that there are times when you have to max contracts,
correct.
right? So you can't just move on from a player, right? So again, I definitely think it was a handshake deal, which pisses me off to no end, because we have to be able to move away from that goofball way of doing business. Like we can't keep like with the shady nonsense and the stupid decisions and all the rest of it. And I thought that we were completely washing our hands of that kind of stuff moving
Right.
forward. But I also understand that if you make yourself look bad to the rest of the league and you make yourself look bad to a sports agency that controls a
Right.
lot of contracts or whatever, you could really be screwing yourself over in the future. Think
No,
of is
that's
that they
true.
signed it like that so that they could put contracts together, combine him with some other players, and move them out of the way because you massively need to decongest the room. If
Mm,
you're going to give like your younger guys the development space that they need, you see the way the Brayden Burries is playing.
right.
He needs time on the court. Kasparas needs time on the court, right? You still have Ryan Rollins, you still have KPJ. I don't know, and oh by the way, you still got Tyler Hero. So I mean, like I
You
don't
still
know
got AJ
what the
Green.
plans are. I I I can't even believe they would keep AJ Green, but then again, I can't even believe that they would keep Gary Trent Jr. Uh if they're not, like I said, trading him in a package deal. So you get him the
Right.
money, you package him with somebody else, and then you move him on for picks. That's the only thing that I could think of because we have a massive overabundance of guards. We don't have enough picks. We're starting to get it back now with some of the moves that we've made, but that's how we need to stock
No,
ourselves. is
other
with
people are
picks.
saying that in the
Picks,
chat is
picks.
that they think Gary Trent will be traded, and that the signing, kind of like I was
Yeah,
saying,
that
like
makes sense to me.
Yeah, I think that would have. We have way too many guards, just way too many. Way too.
I'll just say this: if dude is on the team by the time, when is the first game of the season? What date is that?
October. Yeah,
What is
sometime.
the?
We'll just say end of October, towards the end of October. He don't need to be on this team. Damn, Packer fans said ain't nobody.
If
taking
he's on the
Trent
team
off
October 30th, October 31st. If he's on the team October 30th, I will be in Milwaukee October 31st. I'll be there. I'm coming. We're gonna wash our hands of the nonsense. I already feel like I got a big brother, be the big brother to Tyler Herro. Like, you too old for like to be you going on Twitter and
Right,
picking
all
fights
this
with people and all the rest
social
of that,
media.
and then you see people and now you can't. Like, you too old for that.
Social media is
You
destroying
feel what I'm
sports.
saying? We're
Social media
supposed
is
to be
destroying
starting over
sports.
brand new.
Right. Cut your losses. It is what it is. You left. Now y'all want to fight and all. Like, y'all look like little high school kids. Like,
Yeah,
this
Clay
is crazy.
said that he can't even
That's
trade.
Go
Gary
ahead,
Trent
Dr.
can't be
Smith.
traded in January.
What?
Well, I was just saying, is that for me?
Clay
Is
said he can't be
you
traded
said he
until
can't be traded until January?
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, they said
Who
Gary
can't be
Trent
traded until?
is 6 months. Shout out Clayton. Appreciate you. Damn. So January, yeah?
That's how Chris Morrison.
Look at Dr.
Oh man.
Gary Trent, hey, shout out to you. Hey, you owe a lot. You owe a lot to Clutch Sports, Gary Trent. The way you finesse
I'll be up
this.
there October 31st.
That
I'll be up there October 31st. Yeah, I'm tired of business being done in this league like that. I'm tired of it, and I'm tired of Milwaukee being suckers and constantly going for it. Like, I'm tired of it. That's a sucker deal. That's a sucker deal, bro. You look crazy out here in these streets right now. What are you, Gary Trent Jr.? You look crazy right now, bro. You walked in, you saw another man with your wife, and now you end up on that red table thing. Well, we're gonna work out. You look crazy right now, bro. You just look all ass right now. You just what are you doing here? Oh my gosh. Gary Trent Jr., who got benched for literally everyone. Cormac Ryan was getting minutes over Gary Trent Jr., and that dude just got 64.
somebody said trade Horst.
Yo.
Derek Stevenson said trade
Yeah.
Horst.
Man, Horst ain't.
Horst is tripping. Hey, Dr. Smith, you pixelating a little bit. I'm gonna drop you off and just tap right back in, Dr. Smith. Tap right back in. The internet was messing up on you, Dr. Smith. Just tap right back in. Appreciate you.
Man.
I understand the frustration, though, because you can't make this make sense.
Is a Boone still in the building or something? What's going on, man? In the air. Like, you that's like the one guy I did not want back. I wouldn't mind he been gone. Now he came back. He got the best table in the house. Like, yep. Put his feet up, yeah, baby.
Look at this. Look at this, Bleacher. Listen. Look at this. Shout out to Mel. Mel said from what was reported, Bam was getting the Giannis treatment in Miami.
Of course.
Now that makes more sense now. Now that makes sense.
I got another story to tell you. It was reports that most of the players in that locker room, not just Herro, was upset that Bam was getting that treatment. They were not happy that Bam was getting that treatment, and that's what I mean. You see Herro out there because he don't care really at this point. Right. He don't care. But they said that a lot of other people in that building did not take kindly of them just saying, "Oh, we just want to everybody get traded, but Bam." You know, ever since Bam got his money, they wanted to trade it Herro ever since. Herro didn't like that. Yeah. Oh, ever since.
Wow.
Back a couple of years, ever since he got that new deal. Bam, got the new deal. They wanted to trade Herro ever since, and Herro did not like that. That's why he put that stuff up on the internet about his shooting percentage and all that stuff because he was just mad. He was like, "Whoa, they just let me go. They just pushed me to the side." He said he's thinking like, "You need me. You need me to help Bam. Like, I don't understand like why I gotta
Right.
go." So that was what the report about. But it just goes to show you, man, loyalty don't mean nothing if you
Right.
don't. If the team don't see you valuable, there's no loyalty there.
No, I
And
agree.
it just that's what the Heat. He wanted him to be on the go with Giannis, and Hero got an opportunity to get with his own team and his own team. He just gotta get over it. It's business, but also you have to think about you. You should know. You should know the team.
Right. Hold on 1 second, Bleacher. Hey, Clayton, is this legit? He said he signed with the Bucks because it was the most guaranteed money he can get in a deal, but he can be traded in August.
I still don't like that man.
Yeah. The way he played last year was crazy. And I also want to say we appreciate Tyler Herro coming back home, whatever, but we don't like all this pouting and trying to kick the Heat back in on the way out. Like, bro, that's just not how you do business, bro. How people gonna show you respect if that's how you act? Regardless if you in the right or not, it's just better to just keep your mouth shut and keep it moving. You got a brand new start. You able to come home and you still trying to scorch the earth with Miami. That's what I'm saying, bro. You out here hey, Tyler Herro, we got love for you, bro, but you out here acting like a scorned female, bro. You out here acting like a scorned female. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like the new person you dating, right? She call her and tell, oh, he ain't nothing, no way. He gonna cheat on you anyway, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
I'm not with you anymore. Why are you worried about what I'm doing? Don't worry
exactly.
about what I'm doing. That's what you acting like, man. Hey, man. Hey, Tyler, get the estrogen out your system, bro. You got to get used to this Milwaukee again, bro. Hey, we testosterone to the max. So, hey, get that estrogen out your system. I hope this is your last little outburst, sir. I hope this is your last. Let me tap back in, Dr. Smith. Hold on, Dr. Smith. I got you. There we go. Shout out to you. You
Oh
all
yeah,
good.
it's home, baby.
He good now. Yeah, like
It's
that's
good.
just
It's
too much.
good.
You just don't need to act like that. You know what I'm saying? Just move on. Sometimes relationships just don't work out, but I'm not about to sit here and be bad mouthing my ex because I felt the way about the relationship. It is what it is. Move
Tyler
on and
Hero.
get like he acting like a scorned female. It's making me mad thinking about because I'm thinking about how some females did me in the past. Trying to call other females, tell them how I am or what I do and all this and that. Like, why do you care? Focus on what you got going on. You got a fresh start here, Tyler Herro. With coming back home, your parents is here, your family is here, and instead of you focusing on that and this team, you going back and forth with your ex.
You
Hey,
got
get
nice.
it together, bro. Hey, get it together. Let this
Look,
be
look,
your
look,
last estrogen outburst, bro. Let this be your last estrogen outburst. Get the testosterone back, bro. This gotta be it. This gotta be it, bro. You got your
man.
last couple of licks off, and that's it. Now it's time to focus on Bucks business. I don't know if you're gonna be number 42 or number 11 or number 1. Pick you a number and get in the gym. That's how you make people. That's how you make people remember. Get in the damn gym. That's what you do. Work on your defense. Work on your lateral move. Come back better than you were in Miami. Make them regret it. You pouting ain't gonna make them regret it. You gotta show, you gotta put in the work. Show the work, bro. That's it. All this going back and forth
For
on
me, it's
social
not
media.
even a
Ah,
like a estrogen. None of the females I know move like that. None of
Ah,
the women I know move like that.
that's
That's a
crazy.
childish thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's a
Ah.
childish thing. You got to grow up, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And so, again, if Bam came and put his hands on you first, then, obviously, then that makes Bam more wrong in that particular situation. But
Mm.
I'm part of the excitement for us turning this page for me is starting over new. Again, I mean, we've been saying it on this live. I wish things would have worked out with Giannis. It didn't, right? So in order for us to turn the page, the new era of the Bucks, right? Star Trek, the next generation. Thank you, Captain Kirk. We're giving the keys to the Enterprise to somebody else. It's a whole new crew, right? Start off fresh, good energy, fresh energy, brand new, brand new. And I don't want somebody coming over here doing the types of things that I expect from one of these little 17-year-old rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you coming over, you a grown man. Like, you know what I mean? You a grown man in a room full of grown men, even if they're all young. You got
Right.
in your fan base, you got grown adults in your fan base.
All right.
Grow up, figure it out. You're not yourself a complete player. You
Correct.
could pop off offensively, but
Mm-hmm.
defensively, I'm struggling to remember any stat where I remember you. And that's why, look, I want to be a part of the welcoming committee, but to thine own self be true, right? When they said that we were bringing him over, and I'm looking at the guys that we have, he can score better than all of them, but he
Correct.
can't play defense better than Ryan. He can't play defense better than Kevin. He can't play defense better than Brayden. He can't play defense like, you know what I mean? Like, so my thing is this: if you're gonna be on this team, I want you to focus and be the best version of yourself that we've seen. Better than anything that we've seen in Miami. The best version of yourself that we've seen. And you, just like you said, you come over, you put
Right.
your hard hat on, you put in work. This is your city. You're supposed to be from here, right? You
Right.
do that, they will saint you because we're looking for the next big thing. Now, I don't know what he's going to be, but you don't come over with like 12-year-old energy with that.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Somebody he needs a big brother. Take social media away from him. Every time you got time to tweet, you not in the gym. You're
Right.
not in the
That's
gym.
agreed.
We know that you know
Agreed.
how to score. You feel me? You're not in the gym. You're not in the film room working on how you need to move in order to be a better defender. I know that you know how to score. What I want to see is you actually improving in your game, which brings me back to my original point. Gary Trent Jr. That didn't have nothing to do with Gary Trent Jr., but I had to get back to that because I'm that pissed off with that. $64 million for a G League player.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. That's I can't get past that. I want a press conference immediately. I want a press conference immediately. Explain yourself. Explain yourself, because as far as I know, that's supposed to be illegal. Like, again, I need to sharpen up more on when it comes to like the financial dealings of teams, and I guess really become a super fan. I don't always
Right.
have the time for that, to be honest with you. I got other things going, but so I rely on other people to give me that information. But it's my understanding that
Right.
that's illegal.
Yeah. It
You
should
can't
be.
do any handshake
Shake.
deals or whatever. So so please get on camera, Horst, and explain to your fan base and to the NBA how someone who had one of the worst plus minuses in basketball, and it wasn't because you were on the court with bad players,
Right.
it was because you were one of the worst players in basketball last year, not just on the Bucks, in
Big time.
basketball. We were needing someone to step up, right? All those times that Giannis was injured, all those times that you could have stepped in and been that dude, and you were so bad that eventually Cormac Bryan got minutes over you when we
Correct.
needed you to step up. I don't care. I don't give a damn about a handshake deal, bro. That should have been, we will give you the money if you don't have us out here looking crazy. But if you get to next year and you can't hit the broadside of a barn, like you suck that bad, then what do you expect us to do? You still have a job to do. You want us to pay you, and you
Right.
didn't even show up at all last year.
Right.
At
At
all.
all. Like not at
And you want us to
all.
pay you. So when are we going to be done with you see, I'm exasperated. When are we going to be done with like these sucker deals? Because I mean, if it's not the Jay Crowder 5 picks, it's
I
us
picked
doing
no.
the sign and stretch, and then Miles Turner can't come over, and he just completely forgot who he was, and now it's this. Oh, bro, it's signing Giannis's whole extended family, and now it's Gary Trent Jr. with the 64 million. Like, when are we gonna stop with these sucker? John
Right.
Horst, I want a press conference. Explain yourself, bro. Explain yourself.
I don't think he's gonna do
Explain.
this. I don't think he's gonna come to the podium this time, man. He don't want to answer these questions.
Yeah.
He got me style like Kate saying, standing here looking out my window.
Because like there is no explanation for this, to keep it real. There is no explanation for this type of move. Like this is crazy. And like I said, it comes off the heels of doing something great. I thought bringing back Pete Nance at a 2-year vet min somebody with 6'9" size, IQ. I'm like, there you go, Horst. That's a value signing. That's what we want to see. That was great. Getting rid of Gary Harris and Torian Prince to bring back another tradable player and a couple picks. That was smart. I give you your kudos. I give you your kudos for that. But then, Horst, you spin the block and then do something like this. You obliterated everything that you did that was good. You obliterated it. We don't even think about it anymore. This move was so crazy that it obliterated all the goodwill you just built up. Appreciate you, new sub. Salute, salute. Let me get this super chat. Hold on 1 second. Appreciate the 1999 super chat, Robert Walker Murphy. These Christmas rivalry week games finna be fire. I will be seated. Facts. Facts. Oh yeah, Bleacher, we do gotta teach that man how to squabble. He got thrown away. He got thrown by one of them Thompson twins too. You remember that? When them Thompson took Brandon by his third jersey, just threw him over the sideline. I was like, oh yeah, my man need to get some jujitsu.
Bro, you can't stay out the front, especially if you're gonna be looking bad left and right doing this. Stay out the front. Like I'm too old to be excited about.
1 second, because this is really funny. Hold on. Curtis Galley said Rich Paul and Gary Trent pulled the Pooh Shiesty. Thank you, sir. We're here 490.
They didn't though, because them dudes, Shiesty is over with. As far as I know, his life is over. Rich Paul and them are doing this in broad daylight, and they just getting away with it. They're getting away with it. That's how the Shiesty and them dudes should have did it. They getting away with it. This is broad daylight, yo. I'm so tired of these sucker deals. I know I've said that like 10 times.
But the thing is, like, I'm really angry because we just thought that John Horst was turning the corner. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That he was figuring it out. Like if to me, it all of it had the look of like Giannis, the superstar that he was, the mega star, the dinosaur superpower that he is. That can make a lot of people like make poor decisions. I'm not excusing John Horst's poor decisions, and to be honest, hand up, some of the decisions at the time I was for, right? They seemed, in hindsight, it was pretty obvious how bad some of these decisions were, but I was for Damian Lillard coming over. You know what I mean? Like some of the stuff that ended up being bad in hindsight, I'm not gonna lie, I was for it at the time, but he got a pass with him trying to keep Giannis. I get it. Even though these were bad decisions at the time, I get it. But you got to know that you were racking up like a track record for pretty stupid decisions, bro. Like again, the 5 picks for Jay Crowder, the signing stretch for Miles Turner, signing how many different Antetokounmpo brothers to keep Giannis happy. Like this is on your track record right now, bro. And you just signed Gary Trent Jr. because of a handshake deal when Gary Trent Jr. himself couldn't hold up his end of the deal.
And let me
say, he wasn't a basketball player last year.
If Gary Trent was averaging 25 points a game last year, you think he would have took this contract we just gave him? Absolutely not. He would have bolted out of here and took as much money as he could have gotten. And we sitting here trying to honor a handshake deal is crazy, because if it was the other way, he would have left. You think he would have took this amount of money if he was averaging 20, 25 points a game? No. You averaged 10. You didn't even average double figures. You shot 30-some% from the field, and you get rewarded is insane. Hold on, I gotta tap in BShack. Hold on 1 second. Tapping in BShack. Hold on, BShack.
But it's the fact that they did it. So for me, if you made the deal, if you shook the man's hand and you told him that you was gonna do it, then you are stuck. You have to honor that deal. That you can't create a reputation for yourself where you just screw people over left and right, because people will remember that. And Milwaukee's already going to be a difficult place for people to come, right? So you have to honor the deal. I'm mad that you did it in the first place. Why are you making handshake deals with Gary Trent? There's no handshake deals. There's none of that garbage. Like, forecast in the future, you see what's going on with the team. BShack saw what was going on with the team. We all saw it. Why are you sitting there and you trying to sign an old guard? You got two choices. You either try and keep Giannis, at which point you don't have the money or the situation to keep Gary Trent Jr., or you cut your losses and you start completely over again, at which point you're not going to keep Gary Trent Jr. But the bottom line is that he shouldn't have featured in your future to begin with.
Fact.
So why are you bringing this dude? Like, what are you doing right now? And now because you don't want to end up looking crazy to Clutch Sports' future, like athletes that are going to be under their umbrella. Now you have to honor that deal to one of the worst basketball players in the league last year. Gary Trent Jr. didn't honor that deal because you were obligated to be a basketball player. He wasn't a basketball player last year. Thanasis was better than him. Did we see Thanasis play last year?
Man.
He was terrible. I'm not real facts. He was terrible last year. He was good in the Pacers series. I don't know what happened to that dude last year. I don't know what happened to that dude last year. He didn't honor that deal. And now we have to, I don't know financially what repercussions that has, how that hamstrings us in the future. Money that we could use to do other things, we're now paying a person who, if Gary Trent Jr. gets more than 5 minutes a game, I'm going to be pissed off for the entire year. I really am, right? If he gets more than 5 minutes a game, I'm going to be pissed off the entire year. You got Kasparas Jakučionis, who needs time to develop into our true point guard. You got Brayden Burries, who I'm liking every time I see him. Every single time I watch him play, I'm liking him, right? You got, I don't know what you're going to do with Tyler, but apparently you're going to try and keep Tyler and make him the folk hero, even though he's out in the streets getting punched in the face. You got Tyler Hero. You got Ryan Rollins. You got Kevin Porter Jr., you got KPJ. Like, how many? We're starting to look like the Knicks way back when we had Stephon Marbury and Steve Francis and this point guard and that point guard and the third point guard, and there are other positions that we don't need that we didn't have that we need. You got all these people, and yo, I don't want to dribble the air out of the ball, but
South Florida
I'm not going to be
finest.
past this for a minute.
You gotta hear this, guy.
Go ahead, Bleacher.
They said the league. I'm reading this. The league will reportedly investigate Milwaukee Bucks' controversial $64 million to Gary Trent contract, potentially side crap Kurt percent violation, saying that this is probably under the deal. Same thing like how the Clippers did with Kawhi. So they're not playing around. So now,
of course. You put yourself, you know what can happen if they get guilty? We could lose draft picks. The very thing that we're fighting to get, we could lose draft picks to sign one of the sorriest basketball players in the league last year.
You can't make this stuff up, friends and family. You can't make this stuff
up. Oh, my God.
Up.
And if we're guilty and everyone knows that we're going to lose picks, the one thing that we don't have that we're fighting like a demon to get, and you're going to jeopardize. On that note, I got to go. I'll leave it to y'all.
Tap back in what you called. All right, Dr. Smith.
No, I gotta go for the evening. I gotta find out when you're on live again. I got a little bit more time, but
hey, comment in the comment section. I'm gonna add you to something later, so I can message you or hit me on Instagram. All right,
I'll try to do that.
All right, bro. Go.
All right.
Yeah, go.
Peace, family.
Let me just move this around real quick. Hold on, Bleacher, move you around. BShack, the floor is yours, sir. I know. And you know what's so crazy? And I was just telling Dr. Smith is like, I was just giving Horst all kinds of props. I was like, my man was in his bag. You re-signed Pete Nance. You got rid of Gary Harris, Taurean Prince, brought back picks. And then you go ahead and do something like this. Any goodwill you built up with the people is all gone. It's down the toilet with this signing of Gary Trent Jr. I just don't get it. And then you got the squabbling with Tyler Herro and the pissing match between him, Miami Heat, and Bam Adebayo. It's a lot going on. But we got the positive. Brayden Burries is looking like a legit lottery pick already.
Yeah. Hey, Bleacher, where did you see that about the investigation?
Hey, Roof, give me the phone real quick. Hurry up. Hold on a second. I got that on. Where was this on?
Somebody help Bleacher. Bleacher struggling. Is that out online, y'all?
It's online. It said on Twitter, and is a couple of.
T Money Back said void the contract immediately. Hey, no strays. I know he said Buck's Twitter is on fire. Bro,
Well,
this was too. I saw it. Like,
I,
my
I know
inbox.
Shams don't got it. I know Shams don't got it yet.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Shams is the one. Oh, Shams. Okay, there it is. Okay. I don't know who that is. We'll wait till Shams say something, I guess. Okay, got some views, though. And some tweets. Okay.
Well,
Where there's smoke, there's fire, though.
well, let me just start. Well, I don't know how deep Mr. Dr. Smith got into it.
Go ahead.
What's up, Bleacher? What's up, Amara?
What up?
And
Salute to the chat.
Hold on,
I
before you
don't
get
say
in, hold on, let me just get my man Jay Stizzle super chat before you get into it. Jay Stizzle, appreciate the $10 super chat. Depending on the results of the Gary Trent Jr. contract investigation, Horst might have to be fired. He got too much on his name as a GM with the Bucks. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know, low key, I know you being funny, but there's some seriousness in that comment as well, low key. Salute to you, Jay Stizzle. I'm with you. Go ahead, BShack. On you, sir.
Well, let me just deal with the Gary Trent Jr. situation first. Before I get into the other stuff,
Uh,
let me just deal with this performance from last year, okay? Gary Trent averaged 8.1 points, 1 rebound, 1.2 assists, 0.5 steals, 38% from the field goal from the floor, 36% from behind the line. We talked about this dude all season last year. We talked in this community, in this
right.
chat, about how he was letting the team down. I'm not done. He was 11th in minutes per game at 21.2. 11th in minutes per game. I got fired up about this earlier, so excuse me.
Go ahead.
12th in 12th in points per game on the team at 8.1. Behind Giannis, behind KPJ, behind Rollins, behind Cormac, behind Bobby Portis, behind
AJ.
Kuz,
AJ.
behind Mills, Miles Turner, behind AJ Green, behind Cam Thomas, behind Usman Jang, and behind Torian Prince. That was Gary Trent Jr. last
That's
year.
really bad.
Also, he was 10th on the team in 3-point percentage.
You said
A
10th?
dude 10th. Dude that's supposed to be like
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Now, since you asked that question, now you got me doubting myself. I'm gonna go back and check that stat. Out of 21 players on the team, Gary Trent was second to last on the entire roster in plus minus.
That I do know. That's a fact. He was the last for a while. I don't know how he moved up, but yeah, I did know that.
He is now the fourth highest paid player on the team behind Tyler Herro, Miles Turner, and Kyle Kuzma.
That's crazy.
The question is, was he more valuable than KPJ last year?
No,
Was he more valuable than Rollins? Was he
no,
more valuable than AJ Green?
no,
He got me talking about AJ Green. But was he more valuable than Bobby Portis? No.
no.
And now he makes more money than they do. And I saw someone post this. Tim Hardaway Jr. signed with the Miami Heat for a $6 million deal with the Heat and had a better year last year than Gary Trent Jr. And he finished in the final voting group for sixth man of the year. And we decide to give this man who was getting a vet minimum last year, we quadrupled his salary, apparently because we made a promise to that gangster Rich Paul.
Oh
Rich
man.
Paul is John Force is no match for Rich Paul. He's no match. He's no match. That man fleeced the Bucks. I don't care who you are, how big of a Bucks fan you are. This is a bad deal. You cannot convince me. There is no metric you can give to me. There is no reason you can tell me that this is a good basketball decision by the Bucks. They are in rebuild mode. Why would you do this? We have all these young guys to develop. Why would you do this?
This is a good point.
Why would
Anthony
you?
Simon signed for $6 million, and he's better than Gary Trent Jr. He si-
Yes.
si-
Oh my goodness.
That's
Why would you potentially cause
friction in the
friction
locker room.
on the team?
See, I just
Because
said that earlier.
these young dudes know this cat didn't earn that money.
Right, he didn't even earn a third of that money. I was saying earlier, BShack, how is KPJ gonna sit next to this man? How does KPJ look at this man? KPJ almost gave you a 20 piece a game last year, and he barely getting $6 million. You getting almost quadruple of what KPJ given is being paid with a third of the production is insanity. It's insanity.
Listen,
And then okay, you had a handshake deal, but why did your handshake deal have to be $64 million? Why couldn't it be $44 million?
Yeah.
That's what I need to. I understand we owe you money, okay? But we don't owe you nothing like that, bro. Even you as a man know you don't deserve that much money, bro. Like, come
4
on, man.
years. 4 years. How are we ever gonna unload this contract? I mean, if we want to move him, who's gonna take that? That's a bad deal. You're the GM. You have to understand how something's going to impact a team. This is your coach's first season.
You do this.
Everyone should have kind of been on the same level, other than the vets have already been paid. This is bad in so many ways, as far as morale, as far as all the type of. Now, suppose Gary Trent Jr. Now he's got his money. Now, most guys have a great season in the season where they're playing for their contract. He's got his money already. If Gary Trent Jr. plays like he did last year, how's that gonna play?
Yeah, because we going to wave and stretch Gary Trent, too. Like, I just don't. The number is what's bad. Like, okay, you want to give him 4 years. 4 years and $30 million might have been okay with me. That would have made a lot of sense. All right, 4 years, $30 million, okay. But if you're doubling that and you're giving me no production, like, how is that? We do need to be investigated, because that doesn't make any sense to anybody. The NBA, like, this dude is terrible. We thought y'all was gonna send him over to the Shanghai Sharks, and instead y'all go ahead and sign in a 4 year, $64 million. It's crazy. Yes, we're investigating you. Y'all sit here and tell us why y'all gave this man this money. We see the numbers. We see his production. How is he getting this money? Why? What does he know? What little black box does he have? He didn't even look interested in hooping last year. Let's keep it real and call a spade a spade. Gary Trent Jr. was somewhere else last year. He didn't look even intrigued with basketball whatsoever. And to get rewarded for no hard work, no effort, no production, to sit here and get $64 million, you're spitting in the face of all the other players on this roster and in the NBA. Because I be looking at my agent like, how he get that and I got this. This contract is gonna have a ripple effect through the NBA, and I guarantee we're probably gonna be investigated because it doesn't make sense.
And here's the other thing, and this is all part of this. Apparently the MBPA is preparing to fight back against the second apron, especially now with the news that Wembanyama is passing up on a supermax to help the Spurs try to keep the roster together long term. I said before, I said there's gonna have to be a reshift in the league because you can't put together or keep teams together called the second apron. It's gonna force guys, superstars,
You literally just
to
said it the last live you
to
was on. Yeah.
yeah, to take pay cuts. And now it's messing with the value of the guys at the bottom of the league. They're getting underpaid.
Mm-hmm.
The guys at
Oh,
the
it's
top,
a ripple effect. It's a ripple
yeah,
effect.
it's
Yeah.
it's messing everything up. And
Except for
so
Gary
now the
Trent
player
Jr.
associations,
Except for
player
Gary Trent
associations,
Jr.
yeah. And the player association right now, of course, they don't want players taking less money than the value, but the but it was caught. This is a bad deal, man, because it's making teams now make accounting decisions instead of basketball decisions.
Mm.
And the Bucks, in the face of all this, go the opposite way and back the Brinks truck up for
Gary Trent.
Gary Trent Jr.
I heard y'all in the chat. They said I'd have rather gave the money to Kaminga too. That'd have been way more
I
value
mean,
to
that'd
me.
be way better.
Way better
That-
value giving that money to Jonathan
Way
Kaminga.
better.
Bigger player, more explosive, more to his game. I know a lot of y'all being funny, but we're seriously gonna be investigated for this because this looks crazy. Even if somebody tells you that, even if you're not that familiar with basketball, you know Gary Trent, 64 million. What? Like it
The
just
only
doesn't
the
make
only
sense.
the only thing that makes sense as far as why it was done was when you look a man in the eye who made a sacrifice and said, I got you next time. I got you. Um you can't just straight out lie to folks
Mm,
because that does get around the league.
right.
But you don't have to promise him $64 million.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
wrong to promise, but there has to be where you take the franchise in consideration. Like, bro, why would that number even come in your head for him? Like, what were you thinking? Man, I want John Horst drug tested, man. Like, this is crazy. Like, what are you doing out here, bro? Like, and Gary Trent, that's the thing. On top of that, you see Wembanyama, a player that you would never even do, wouldn't even be able to hold his spit bucket. Gary Trent is taking pay cuts for the team, and you hear siphoning and fleecing money from the team. That's why these trains are going in two separate directions. We seeing one player that's outstanding sacrifice, and another one is gonna try to milk us dry.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I'd rather give the credit, he does get a certain amount of credit, but the credit for this whole movement really is going to go to Jalen Brunson. Because he won the championship and that's what he did a
Mm-hmm.
couple of years ago. Even if do recently, he did a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
right.
It caused the Knicks to be able to put together a really good team. And everybody's gonna be like, listen, we want to compete. We're not gonna be able to give one or two guys on the team half the money for the whole cap. We can't do that. We can't have a good team that way.
Right.
Guys gonna have to say, listen, when they come to the table, say, listen, if we're gonna have a decent team, man, it'd be great. We can sign some more people. I don't want you to take less money, but just understand that the more money you take, less that we can give to somebody else. The weaker team, less compared team we have. So really, I mean, the players aren't stupid, man. They see what's going on. The only thing I would say is this: they're getting the salaries have gotten so inflated
Played it right.
that if it was me as I'm in that position, I'm like, okay, I gotta take 210 million instead of 260. I'll do that. That's not big. I mean, to me, and I'm not trying to get in
Right.
no other man's pockets, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying. I mean, after a while, you know, how much money do you need?
Yeah, it's not even that. You got endorsements and everything else. And I just think, like I said, I'm not mad at Gary Trent getting his money, as y'all like to say. but it's at what cost? Like, you didn't do anything to earn that money. Like,
Nothing. Nada. He didn't perform.
right. But what I'm saying, let me ask y'all this. Like, if he was at, like I was saying earlier before you got on, right? If he was averaging 25 points a game and a team was offering him 20 million, 25 million, would he stay with us because we had a handshake deal, or would he go get that 25 million?
You will get
So
that
why do we
25
need to honor all of that money? Because he wouldn't stay with us, would he? Do you think he would stay?
No.
Of course.
No. And that's why he didn't leave.
No, yeah, I agree. Yes, clearly that's why he didn't leave.
He knew what was up. Rich Paul's a gangster, man.
Yeah, he is.
Rich
He's gonna
Paul,
go down in
Rich,
history. There's gonna be a 30 for 30 about Rich Paul. 30 for
and
30.
Burries is his agent.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
If Burries even halfway overperforms,
He get a bag.
back the truck up for him too. He getting the bag too.
Back the truck up. Rich Paul, you got Rich Paul. He gonna make you back the truck up. It's just so interesting to just kind of see the dynamic and just how that could even happen, especially on the heel. And for Horst to do that on the heels of what he just saw with the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard, let me know he don't got good sense. Because you would have to know the NBA is on high alert after what they just saw, and then for you to do the same thing is crazy to me. Like, you didn't even think, like, you know what, we might need to chill. Let's see what happens with this Kawhi. Like, who is y'all mans? Like, this is crazy.
If you had, come on, man, I could just see Rich Paul and John Horst in the same room, across from each other, the same table, and I'm like, it's a
Fair.
mismatch, man. If this was on Netflix, man, on pay-per-view, man, all my money's on Rich Paul. Because listen, this dude is controlling
The
the
league.
entire narrative of the NBA right now. Dude got a whiteboard up that everyone has on their podcast, their television show. Rich Paul and LeBron James got the NBA on lock right now.
I agree. With lock and key, and they controlling it with the iron fist. Literally. It's get down or lay down. You get down with Clutch Sports, or they gonna run over you. Period. They gonna get you up out of here.
And he probably, just for this deal today, they're probably going to have to tell the story in a couple of years how many clients he earned today.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the dudes like, oh no, you fired. I'm going with this dude right here. If he can get Gary Trent Jr. paid like this, that's what I want to roll with.
100%. I'd have fired my agent as soon as I saw the number. Like, hey, we ain't cool no more. You don't like me like that. You see what he just did? That's how y'all know you care about me. You don't care about me like that. You ain't getting me no bag. That man had his worst season ever and got his biggest bag ever. What are you doing? It's a lot of players. A lot of them about to get fired. A lot of them, because that don't make no sense. I mean, that's a historic move to me. Somebody, you have your worst year, you get your biggest payday. Let that make sense. Think about that. You had your worst year and get your biggest bag. Why?
I didn't look at it like that.
And it's the other way to look at it, right? If I'm Gary Trent, I just got this bag. I'm not even working hard. My money guaranteed. I don't care what y'all think. No way.
That's what I'm saying.
I have no skin in it. I was already playing terrible. Y'all already paying me. I'm just going to do what I do. There's no incentive for him to work hard. There's no incentive for him to prove himself. Gary Trent Jr. doesn't have the mental toughness. Everything I saw last year let me know he's a mental midget and weakling. I'll repeat myself. I consider Gary Trent Jr. a mental midget and weakling. What way I saw him disconnected last year from this team all year, to the point where the legend, Mr. Cool, who has so much faith and cachet with Gary Trent Jr. that he gave up. He gave that man half a season until he gave up on it. And then on the back half, he was even worse. Gary Trent was even worse. And then he moonwalks and salsas into an outstanding payday. Is unbelievable. NBA, if hey NBA, y'all need to help us get Horst up out of here because we can't make he can't help himself to do something stupid. He just can't help himself. You can tell a kid over and over not to do something. He one of them kids that's gonna keep doing it. You just gotta let him rock out. Just don't rock out at my house. That's all I'm saying. We should have let you go to Detroit, bro. I thought you turned the corner. Man, I thought he turned the corner.
Did y'all
I
see what
really.
Frank Madden wrote?
Go ahead.
He said, as we feared, the Bucks backed themselves into probably the least justified wink deal in history
Thank you.
last summer, and now get absolutely torched for it. If ever the league was going to investigate a deal for
What up, Mr.
being
Cole?
prearranged, it would be this one. Horsted by their own petard or something. I don't understand that word. But
Man, they're killing us
But
online,
this is
man.
bad, man. This is bad. This is
They're killing
now
us.
Frank Madden is embedded in Milwaukee sports. I know
Okay.
that for a fact, living in South Florida.
Okay.
And he using words like prearranged, wink,
That's not good.
investigation.
That's not good.
Oh my goodness.
Well, without further ado, the living legend has entered the chat. Mr. Cool, can you please make sense of everything that we've talked about and what's going on with this Milwaukee Bucks team,
Come here.
Mr. Cool?
Come here.
Well, I'm gonna give a little different perspective
Okay.
and not justifying it because it's really kind of a disaster
Uh-oh.
what happened with this. But this started really with Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers made the call to Gary Trent's dad. He knew him personally. They played together. He talked them into coming to play for way less. At the time we signed Gary Trent, he had offers on the table and could have got quite a lot of bit more money when he came to Milwaukee. I was going to keep it real. Now, whether he's worth it or not, that's a different story.
Right.
He turned down a lot larger contracts, maybe even larger than the one the Bucks just gave him, to come play for the Bucks. I'm sure that the deal was made then between Doc and John Horst to say once we have our shooters around Dame and Giannis, we could go to the finals. Your value will be up in a couple of years, and when it's time to extend, you'll be worth a lot more than you would have got initially. I believe that's the deal they made. That's what they told him, and that's what they promised him. Now, how much they put in writing, I don't know. And while they
Right.
feel like they got to pay him this now, I don't know what was done. But that's, I believe, how that went down. So they wanted to get in another shooter. He had pretty good reputation, of being just a good catch and shoot guy and playing halfway decent defense when they signed him. So I think that's what the plan was, and that's what they told him. When your time for your contract renewal, you'll get paid. You get paid then. And unfortunately, he had a bad season the second year. And so that's kind of where we ended up where we're at right now. Are you the Bucks gonna hold up to what y'all promised me or not? And that's where you're right. That's where, Paul gets into play Clutch Sports, and they're probably saying, look, this is what you told this guy. You need to honor what you were gonna do for him. Now, again, on the other side, I look at this. What I was hearing earlier today is that contract, as bad as it seems to us, down the road can be moved because these mid-level guys are going to be wanting higher pay. And no one's going to want to pay a guy, even like Tyler. Tyler, are we going to want to pay him 40 to 45 million next year? So when players like that want that much money, they might start looking at a guy who's got a guaranteed contract. I can write this guy in the budget for the next 3 years, and I owe him, this amount of millions. And so I may not be able to get a better player in Tyler Herro, let's say, or someone like that. But I'll take Gary Trent because now with the aprons and everything else, I have to fit into a certain budget dollar figure. So I heard that as an option as to why they may have done that. Whether or not that's true or not, but I could see the logic in that. But he's got to play to prove somebody want him and play well. That would be my concern, because he's going to take minutes away from our young players. And I really don't want that at this point.
Exactly. It's
we got
hustling
guys
backwards. It's hustling backwards. Like, this is crazy.
Listen, Listen, all you gotta do, like I did earlier today, I went through the league and looked at the salaries, looked at the players. This is not a good deal financially.
Oh, it's not.
Yes, sign him. It's too much money. And I'm gonna tell you how that conversation went, Mr. Cool. I'm gonna tell you how it went. Rich Paul said, "Now you remember what you told my player, right?"
Mhm.
And and John Horst said, "Yeah, but we're trying to, restart." And Rich Paul said, wait a minute. Let me make sure you understand what I'm telling you. You understand what you told my player, right? If you go back on this deal,
Put that Suge Knight in
I
it.
will put the word out on the league, and you will never, ever, ever in your tenure ever be able to sign another free agent here in Milwaukee. I promise you, I will make sure
Mhm.
that Milwaukee is so locked up and jacked up that you won't be able to do any real business for a long time. So what are you gonna do? I'm telling you, he
Oh,
got
I
strong
agree.
arm, man.
Right.
I'm telling you, Rich
Yeah,
Paul is
yeah.
real slick. He's a babyface assassin, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of power in this league, a lot of power. You don't screw over Rich Paul or one of his
Agreed.
players. When you made a promise to them, now straight negotiations is one thing. The problem was with the promises, man.
Right.
The problem was,
Right.
you know, making this type of commitment
Player options and all.
because you're so desperate, watch this, to keep a team around Giannis. And
Mm.
Right.
so it's just, listen, it is just telling us that John Horst, he may have a certain skill set, he may be all right in his own communication skills and stuff, but he does not have the real gravitas and type of dynamic thinking where you can think down the road, where you think, you really look at something.
Mhm.
He doesn't, to me, doesn't play three-dimensional chess.
Right.
He's like a checkers man.
Yeah. Damn.
And
Well,
Yeah.
and
I think what he didn't do was anticipate what if he don't play well. And
Correct.
when you make a deal, an agreement like this, you should be asking, okay, what happens if you don't perform? Now, what am I going to do? Am I going to give him 15 or whatever $1 million we give him, and he played really piss poor like he did? It would be crazy because now you mess up your whole strategy of your whole process of your budget. Because like you guys were saying earlier, now what are you going to do with Ryan and what are you going to do with KP and what are you going to do with the guys you got that are there? You're going to have to pay them now accordingly. If they're outplaying him, well, they're going to expect to be paid more than him.
Right.
So you kind of created a
that's what
real
I'm
mess with this
saying.
situation. But
I'm just telling
and
they're
I don't know the way out.
the Bucks are attracting the wrong type of attention. I'm just gonna put this article up real quick for y'all to see. Just something I just saw coming up here. Look at the label. Bucks spent 64 million to keep low scoring guard on roster.
That's
Yo,
bad.
yeah, we in trouble, yo. I don't even want to put that in the air, but it looked crazy. Like like when there's low scoring guard, 64 million. Like when the whole internet. I don't know if y'all on Twitter like that, but Twitter is going
Yeah,
berserk on the
yeah,
Bucks. Right?
yeah.
I mean, it is a fire show right now. Like that, yo. The Bucks have been the talk of the town for the NBA all off season for good and bad reasons, and this is unfortunately is a bad reason. This is gonna be, we will suffer repercussions for this 100%. It looked too crazy in the light.
Well,
It looked too
our
crazy.
only hope is that he come out and play good. He got to
That's the
play really
only
well so
hope.
we can move him.
That's the only
Yeah.
hope.
If he doesn't, it's going to look really, really bad
I'm
for
gonna
us
tell
and
you
What?
right
cause a lot of
now,
problems for our
the way
team.
I looked in that man's eyes last year, whatever he had, that basketball, I didn't see none of that no more. Whatever he was, I don't see it, and I don't think it's coming back. I'm
But
just keeping
y'all,
it real.
let's talk about this in real life terms. You can't give a man this type of money and not play him significant minutes.
And that's what I know.
That's
He's
true.
gonna
He's gonna pull away from the young. This goes counter to everything the Bucks are trying to do. This is crazy. You cannot sit that man. You can't, after this, that man gotta earn his money.
starting.
Yeah.
Start. He damn near start. Right. I know you being funny, Bleacher, but yeah, how you gonna bring him off the?
16 million on the.
We running 3 guards again, y'all. We running 3 guards again. And what about Usman Jang? Like what? Listen, man. We signed him at an economical deal. And he way better than Gary Trent Jr. This whole locker room, Taylor J. You know what you just did, John Horst? You just put all types of additional unneeded pressure on Taylor Jenkins for this locker room. Because y'all can say whatever you want. But as a man, and I'm looking at another man that's getting paid more than me, that's doing less than me, I'm going to feel away. Y'all say whatever y'all want, I keep it real. I'm telling you, I would feel away. If I'm at work and I know somebody make more than me and I do more than them, I'm going to feel away. So how many, now if you're in a locker room with multiple people feeling that way, how is the locker room going to be? How's the locker room going to be? Like, Horst, why would you put a brand new coach in this type of situation? Like, why would you do that? Hey, man, I want him drug tested. I'm
So
done.
he your guards right now. He your guards. Burries, AJ Green, Tyler Herro, uh, I can't even say his name. Casper, whatever his name is. Cam Jones, Karis LeVert, Kevin Porter Jr., Ryan Hollins, Ryan Rollins, Cormac Ryan, and Gary Trent. How in the world? Now this man, we wasn't even thinking about this man as far as getting any major rotation. I wasn't. Now you got to, and we're gonna lose some of our young talent.
Because of this
We're gonna
bullshit.
lose some, whether some got to be moved or whatever, or we're gonna lose them as far as development time on the court. It's just bad, man. It just proves that the Bucks needed a new GM, not just a new coach. They needed a new general manager. And
But
you
BShack,
know,
this was really, and I don't want to blame because he doesn't run the team, Giannis. But this team was built just to get players around Giannis. They went through all these crazy hoops to bring in guys to play with him. They thought were going to be effective players for him, and they were making deals that they shouldn't have made. But it was again to satisfy him, to satisfy the team, and hopefully have success, a level of success. And it's all backfired. None of it came true, and now we're left to clean this mess up. And it's a mess. So
what's that, Bleacher?
This AJ Green salary for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
10 million, 10 million, 11 million, 12 million.
mm.
Make it make sense.
Ooh, boy.
That we needed, you know what? All funny stuff aside, y'all was saying it earlier, but I do think we needed a media press conference. Like, you have to explain this. You can't. I mean, the internet is going crazy. Look, NBA fans can't comprehend Trent's massive payday. Trent's whopping new deal was a shock to most NBA fans, and for a good reason. After a career high 18.3 points in 21-22, Trent's scoring average has declined every season since. And finally, 8.1 points per game last season, which included shooting 38.7% from the field, his worst statistical season. We're going to get investigated, you guys, because no one is going to make this make sense. Horst, you didn't even think about the repercussions of your actions. You just did it. You like that's crazy.
Because you got threatened by Rich Paul? Really? I'd rather get threatened by Rich Paul than do that. And now you
Right.
got the NBA.
I was here trying to give Horst an olive branch, trying to see the glass half full. Now I'm just throwing the glass on the floor. I want a brand new glass now. I just want a brand new glass now. Like this is too much. You can't do that. You can't just keep doing one good thing and two bad things. You have to have some consistency. We're not getting it out of John Horst. Get him out of here. I want him out of
Well,
basketball.
the other day I called John Horst a coward.
You did?
Yeah,
And
I
he
remember that.
does not, he doesn't, he will not do like Brad Stevens did. I admire Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens sat down and faced the Boston press on one of the
Yeah.
most controversial trades in history. And this John Horst, anytime there's something big happens, he want to do a little on the phone line, a few reporters on the line, type of interview type.
Sure.
Man, he needs to step up. First of all, he hasn't really talked about the Giannis trade. Not for real. Not to
Right.
the real press. And then he hasn't he needs to talk about this. But again, it's I mean, who's he gonna what how many guys in the Milwaukee press corps? Like 3, 4, 5.
It's not a
I
lot,
mean,
but they're
and
compromised
maybe
though.
that's they don't feel the pressure to do it. They don't feel the pressure to do it. And now we got dudes like the one who broke the story, pretty much admitting, yeah, he knew a bunch of stuff last year, but he didn't want to say nothing because he didn't want to mess up his access. It's like they lost their credibility with me, man. They don't want to upset anybody because they want to lose their access. That's not how real reporters talk, man.
Correct. Agreed.
It's
100%.
crazy.
This
It's
whole
crazy.
situation is wild. But I do think the Bucks have to come out. There's too much pressure now for them not to say something. Hell, if I was Gary, you know what? This is what I'm saying. I'm just from a different time, a different era. But if I was Gary Trent and I just got that bag, I would come out on social media and say, at Bucks, I am going to work harder than I've ever worked to show you that I'm worth that money. That would take some of the damn heat off of this team for giving your cowardly lion self all of this money. Come out and help this team, you mark. Do you not know how much that would help them when they're being investigated? Who are y'all raised around? Y'all don't ever think outside the box. You big goofy, all you did was dribble a basketball your whole life. These people just jumped out the window and gave you almost $70 million. Can you at least say something to try to help these people? They're getting obliterated on social media. We're about to get investigated because you were that awful. All you would have to do, you moron, get on social media. Say I'm going to play hard. That will calm all of this down. Damn, how stupid are you? We're saving your life. You don't even deserve $10 million a year, $5 million a year. If I was KPJ, I'd want to shoot the squad. I would want to shoot a fade with you. Why are you getting this money? I need an explanation. I watched you check out on this team. We're paying you and you checked out on this team. There was no engagement in your eyes. I am a body language and eyes person. I'll know exactly what's coming just by watching you. I watched Gary Trent. I told y'all last year, either a woman or something happened, but he is out of there. I told y'all that early in the season. Me and Mr. Cool was going back and forth because I read body language. This money definitely could be it could be bad paper, and I get that. All I'm saying, Gary Trent at least helped the team by saying you're gonna work hard, saying that Bucks fans, I know I played bad last year. I'm gonna redeem myself. I'm in the gym right now. You could use an old picture, post you shooting a jumper or something like that to alleviate. But nah, you just gonna sit back. You and your Mark was Clutch Sports and just watch us go up in flames while you just collect your check. And that's exactly why I never wanted you on this team, and I don't want you back, and I hope we do move you, because it shouldn't have taken you that long to react. Because if you wasn't getting paid, you'd have been on social media talking about why you not getting paid, right? But now you getting paid, we getting flamed, and you not saying nothing. That's that's cowardly behavior too. That's cowardly behavior. That's the least you could do.
Well, what's happened here is we got management that's playing for the moment instead of having a vision. I think BShack, what you're kind of making reference to. Is there any vision? Does Horst have a vision of what you want to do now, long term, midterm? What's your vision? Because if this was your vision, you had no vision. You were thinking about let me see if Trent can score now. We'll worry about all that stuff later. Well, later has now come. And now we got to deal with all the stuff and all the promises. I believe he promised Beasley a starting spot
Yep,
when he got brought over.
Correct.
So all these kind of promises you're making, you're hurting your coaching staff by giving players promises like this and saying we're going to do this and do that. That's just really bad. You've got to be a visionary to be a general manager and to be owners.
But that's
okay,
what.
and now this vision
what
is
you were saying,
slapped.
Mr. Cool. That's exactly what BShack is saying. John Horst is running this organization from a checkers perspective and not a chess perspective, and that's why we keep getting fleeced. He'll get lucky every once in a while because you'll get lucky in checkers because it's a limited amount of moves you can really make. But once you get into chess, it's more complex. Every move matters. Every person has a role, and I think he gets overwhelmed and he doesn't have the intellect to understand when he's in heated situations what to do. And I think they backed him into a corner in a conversation, and he said what he said to try to do what he could to get out the situation instead of standing on business. And now we're here. And I'm telling you right now, there will be repercussions or some form of blowback for this because it's so egregious. The money is so egregious. If it would have been even 30 million, nobody would have said anything. 64 million, and they're starting off articles saying low scoring guard. That's when you know it's a scam. They're not even calling you by name. Low scoring guard. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, Horst got to get up out of here. I'm officially off the horse train permanently after this. There's no reason, no excuse. I'm good. Oh, hopefully Taylor Jenkins can make it shake, but I'm cool. I can't trust Horst. Horst can't be trusted. He just can't be trusted. Period. Like this. We're gonna hear about this for the next couple weeks. This is how crazy this is. I don't even know what to say.
It's just about to be out the news, and now this is gonna be all.
That's what I keep saying though. Every time I think we're about to be cool and get out the way, we put ourselves right back in the crosshairs. Literally. It's just I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Do you guys think we'll get an explanation from Horst? Do you think, BShack?
I don't have no confidence in that at all. He hasn't shown me that he's a person willing to stand up and take the heat. I don't see if he didn't come out and only speak about the Giannis thing. I don't see him doing this. I don't see him. I mean, he may talk to one reporter.
Yeah, the one
may
that probably
see,
right. That's gonna
we
throw
may
a
see it in the
softball
paper,
pitch.
but he's not gonna have a press conference or anything like that. He's not gonna put himself in that position. But on the other hand, let me ask you guys a question. Who do you really think is the point guard of the future for the Bucks?
I would lean probably more towards Brayden Burries or maybe Cass, because I don't know what's gonna happen with KPJ after this.
Yeah.
Like, would he want to? Would he
Well,
want to stay here?
Dr. Smith says Cass, but I think it's Burries, man.
Burries look good out there. Cass looks like a good facilitator, but he reminds me more of like a
He
Tyus
does.
Jones. You know what I mean? I think Brayden Burries looks more like a legit starting point guard right now. Obviously, it's early. We have a very small sample size, but I just already
I
like
guess my
how.
question is,
Go ahead, Mr. Cool.
I'm sorry,
No, go
I
ahead.
posted this. KPJ is only 25 years old. Why are we? What is with this? Why are we? He's not old. Not like he's 30 years old. This guy, like I said, I'm glad you did, Amber, watch the highlights. I look back at him, I'm like, goodness, man. This guy is really, really gifted in a lot of ways, basketball-wise, skill-wise, athletically, quickness. Man, we got a bona fide point guard with him right there.
Right,
on a bad meniscus.
Right. So why am I? I'm not in a rush to find another point guard unless he gets injured and can't play. If he's healthy, well, that's my point guard. From what I've seen of him, he's my point guard.
Herro and KPJ should start until further notice. Those should be our two starters, period.
Yeah.
You got two facilitators, two people that can bring the ball up the court. You can't press us like you used to, and we'll build from there. If it was me, I'd say Herro. I would say KPJ. I'll put Usman Jang at the 3. And then at the 4, maybe I'll just start Nate Ament. We'll see what happened. And then Miles Turner at the 5. See what happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Bring Burries off the bench.
Guard, on my depth chart, on point guard, KPJ. I may even go with because Rollins is going to be a hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I want Burries to be no less than a third string point guard. The way he manipulates and works when people come and set the screen for him, his timing, man. He knows how to wait for stuff to set up. He's not extremely fast,
Mm-hmm.
but he's really good at using his change of pace. He's a real smart guard, man. He's a true point guard. He's
No,
a
I
true
agree.
point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I'm with
I,
KPJ starting. I'm not unless somebody beats him out, which I can't see that happening. He's our
No.
top point guard, and he needs to start. He brings another element of dimension to the game that we don't have. Who's a better
yeah.
athlete on our roster than
I
him?
agree. I agree.
Why,
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit my best athlete. Why would I do that? You need to put
Nope.
pressure on the rim. You need to put pressure with athletic ability, all that stuff he has. So leave him out there. And he already knows the game. He's proven himself in the points he's averaged in his career already. He had a 50-point game against us when he played in Houston
True.
3 years ago.
But Mr.
So
Cool, the only thing that scares me about that is Taylor Jenkins. I don't know how well he knows KPJ. I don't know if I just don't know his viewpoints and philosophies, how he's gonna,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and he was part of the draft. Um KPJ, I don't know, man. Now Jenkins had to deal with Ja, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming he had a good
Mhm.
relationship at first. So he knows what it's like to
Mhm.
have an explosive or, athletically gifted point guard. But I think it all comes down to, how he vibes with Taylor Jenkins.
I think
That's
that's going
true.
to work fine because the players you just said, he had guys that were knuckleheads. He dealt with
Mm.
those guys pretty good. And those guys performed for him. So I think he's a very intelligent, cerebral kind of a coach. That he understands where these guys are at psychologically. He knows how to deal with them, those kind of guys. And really, I don't see KPJ as a problem that way at all.
I agree.
He's matured beyond where he once was. I just
100%.
watch him in situations and games now. It's clear to me he can handle all these things right now. Let that guy play because I like athletes. You need to have somebody on that floor that's athletic and put
Agreed.
pressure on the
Yeah.
other teams.
No, 100%. 100%.
And
I,
he can see the floor. He passes the ball well.
and he can score on
People think
all
he
three
don't, but he
levels.
does.
We're taking KPJ
Absolutely.
for granted, and that's why I made sure I shouted you out in that video, Mr. Cool, because if I was probably on that bandwagon as well, underestimating or just like underappreciating or not appreciating KPJ enough. Same with BShack. BShack, you've been mentioning, have been 10 toes down on KPJ along with Mr. Cool. And I had to sit back and really think about, like, what are we asking for? What do you really want out of a point guard? We want somebody explosive. We want somebody young that can score, facilitate. What can't he do? Like, it just seems like no matter what he does,
Why
we're
you?
never satisfied. So it's just like I'm just trying to think what does
I,
he need to do to prove that he needs to be
I'm not
our
trying to
point
put
guard?
nobody down.
Right,
I'm not trying to put none of our guards down.
right.
If you watch one highlight clip of KPJ, none of our players can do what he can do.
That's 100%.
None
It's
of
not
the
even
guys on
close.
our roster
No,
can do what he can do. It's that
agreed.
simple.
Yeah,
Now
you're
you can
right.
take
Yeah,
with that what
that's
you
fair.
want.
No, that's fair.
So
No,
you,
that's he said
I'm
same
not
thing.
going to throw him in Lake Michigan. Nah, he starts.
He starts,
The
yeah.
guy's got talent,
And I think we need
and
as
he's just
Bucks
become a
fans
good
need to.
team
Yeah, go
player.
ahead. Yeah, but
He's become a really good team player.
but my
I
question
mean,
is, Mr.
during the
Cool.
time he was hurt, he's pulling for his team.
But the thing is, this is
I,
his
I
last
like
year
where
on his
he's at.
contract. This is the last year on his contract, though, Mr. Cool. Are we gonna be able to pay KPJ in the offseason like we just blessed Gary Trent Jr.? Are we gonna be able to give
Well,
KPJ a starting point guard what he deserves?
what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to trade Kuzma and Trent Jr. in a deal together. What they're going to have to do, get them both those big contracts out of here. They got to find somebody that will take them to. I don't know who. Maybe somebody will, and we'll have to package them together. And that's the only way you're going to salvage these guys, so you can then pay them accordingly next season and give them the money they deserve. because you can't underpay KPJ or Rollins or whoever else is playing well for us. That's not going to be right. And giving these guys more money, that not going to work.
It's
You
not.
can't keep doing that.
And Horst, that's what I'm saying. Horst, man, that analogy with the checkers thing is so crazy because you could see it as so many different moves and things. You can just see he's just not he's not quick at the draw. Like he's just not quick at the draw. He's more reactive. He can't think. He doesn't see what's happening. He's reacting. He can't see the field.
He doesn't see long term. There's no long term plan.
Yeah, there
it's all about the immediacy. Win now, win now. Well, you didn't have a win now team. The reality is, we thought we did by getting Dame. No, it still wasn't a win now team, and that's what he was thinking. Just get guys in and win right now.
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
it's all backfire.
Horst like the guy that you play golf with, and he takes out his driver, and everybody's looking at him because everybody else got a 3-wood out, and he slams the driver, and then we get down and realize where his ball went, and he said, "Oh, I didn't know that I didn't know there was water out there." He's the guy that don't take the time to check out.
Appreciate you, Mr. Cool.
Yeah, to check out what's on the course. All right, Mr. Cool. He just out there, not really understanding where the traps are. He just out there just.
I get what you're saying. He just out there. I got you. Yeah.
Because if we're about to tee off and everybody else got 3-wood, and their 3-wood probably goes about 220 yards, and my driver goes 350, I'm like, why does everybody else have a short whatever? Because they're trying to lay up because they know if you hit it too far, it's gonna go in the water. He's the type of dude that don't read the situation, right? And that's the problem. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go on the record. My favorite 2 Buck players, KPJ and Cormac Ryan. I'm gonna go down with this ship with those 2. Cormac, I don't know what Cormac's future's gonna be, but I'm gonna be an advocate for him for sure.
I stand with Cormac.
Now I also gonna say what's his Ament? What's our draft pick? How you pronounce his last name? Ament?
Nate Ament, yeah.
Ament, okay. He was a 2nd round pick, right?
Mm-hmm. No, first. He's lottery pick almost. I think 13.
Burries was like the lottery pick.
Yeah, the 9th. Yeah, he's 9th. Yeah.
And Ament, I'm telling you, reminds me of. I hate to say it. He's another version to be a DJ Wilson, man.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, I knew you was gonna say that. I knew that was coming.
To me, he was too much like a project you have to develop, man. I don't know about him, man.
Everybody feel that way.
I don't see it. I don't see it, man. I don't see the vision. Burries to me is like the dude. The way he talks, man. Even in his interviews, man, the dude is like
polished. He's very polished.
Oh my goodness.
Almost like how Brunson is polished back then. Do you remember? I'm not saying he's Brunson, but I'm just saying the way he conducts and carries himself is very similar to a Dallas Mavericks Brunson. Is that fair to say, BShack?
Yeah. But Malcolm Brogdon was polished too.
True. Facts.
He was polished. He was polished too. So the only one that I'm confident about is Burries, man. I just wish that I don't know. I just wish that I could have seen some more. I know he's too old, man, but I would love to see Usman Dang in the summer league, man.
Right.
Just to get some more run.
Yeah.
I think the Bucks, man. I think one of the most underrated pickups is gonna be Jaime Jaquez, man.
For Trinidad.
He's got Jaime is he's a baller, man. He's a hooper. So I think the Bucks, man, they gonna surprise some folks this year, man.
Yeah, they surprised us with this damn signing, but hopefully they surprise us in the regular season with some positive wins out here. Let's get some last words. Go with you, Let's go with you first, Bleacher. Then we go back to you, BShack. Go ahead, Bleacher.
Man, I'm on my Darth Vader time, man, thinking about that deal. It missed my whole
Man, they
afternoon.
still talking on Twitter still right
They
now. They
going the
still going, bro. They still going. Like, this is serious. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I haven't seen this type of this. I'm not saying it's on the same level, but before I say what I'm about to say, but it is almost Giannis level outrage with this type of signing. How it was for us trading him or wanting to leave. It's almost similar outrage.
16 million for a
Like,
player that only averaged 8 points a game. 8 points a game, and he was not even. The minutes was so low. He wasn't playing any games. He was DMP'd how many times last
right.
year? How many times? And now he's making more money than like half the roster. Like six
Yeah, that's what's crazy.
is up. They're
You
gonna get
do
it back.
you do have some people a few people defending the deal though.
Yeah.
How though?
You can't defend that deal.
You
It's just
can't
to say
defend
you
that
owe them
deal.
money. That's really it. But go ahead, Bleacher. This McGregor fight about to start in a minute on UFC. I gotta go check this out too. But go
Okay.
ahead, Bleacher. Go ahead, Bleacher.
They ain't gonna last long. They ain't gonna last long. They're gonna be nice.
Right.
But I this deal was horrible from the get go because I thought he was gone. I thought he went to the Lakers, and then I'm telling you, shout out to Anthrax. He texted me saying that somebody's coming back and he ain't gonna like it. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
he
ain't say it was the name. As soon as I said Gary Trent, he said right there, yep. And I'm like, I act like I didn't see it, so I just forgot about it. And then once the deal came down today, I'm like, no, these teams just signed this man for $64 million
All
deal,
right.
man, and that's guaranteed. And
Right.
even you can't, I can't see nobody taking that deal and moving on a trade. This
Right.
is worse than Pat Connaughton's deal.
Yeah, so we'll have
Worse.
to see. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Overall, the Bucks need to really. John Horst need to get his head out of his ass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what Rich Paul said to you that really had to get you scared. Like he put a shook down on you to
And
get you scared. Oh, the league,
had
the league.
Adele singing to him and got him confused when he was like, let me chill out. Go ahead, Peter. Let me chill out. Go ahead.
I don't
Let me not
understand
say
this
it.
deal.
Let
I
me chill
don't understand it, man. I don't understand. This deal is bad. I'd rather we got Kaminga here and start something fresh and get four. We got too many guards.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Too many guards.
No,
You
I
know,
agree.
it just I don't see the vision right now. Like you guys are ain't got this deal, man. Oh my god, man. It's just like you said, the guy wasn't even engaged last year. Yeah, year before, yeah, he was on game busters, but that was the year before. Now this last year, he was not in it.
Right.
I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I never in my lifetime seen a player had a worse year of his career and get wealthy money the next year. That man is set. If
Right.
he saves his money, he'll have to work another day of his life after this season if
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
do it right.
Exactly. We're gonna
So
see what news we hear about next. Hold on one second, bitch. We get out of say time on you, BShack.
Yeah, man. The the joke, the carnival act called the Milwaukee Bucks
Come on.
continues, and now we got to deal with this. Um, it's not just what it does to
I got a
the
song for you.
books, but
Welcome to my
it's what it
with the
does to the locker room.
come inside.
What's that, Bleacher?
Go ahead, Bleacher, real quick. Come on, Bleacher. Go ahead.
No, I said I had a song for you. I said, "Welcome to my friends, where the show will never ends. Come
All
inside."
right.
Yeah, man. He threw a cannonball into the locker room, man. Just there gonna be tensions that some are spoken, some be unspoken, and it's gonna be intensified if Gary Trent Jr. doesn't play any better than he did last year.
Right.
I don't know where it's gonna lead, but it's gonna be interesting to watch, and I'm not sure what the league can really do. I mean, if no papers were signed, I don't know
Right.
what legal. I mean, I don't know what they can legally do. If somebody says I got you in the future, but they don't sign no paperwork, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's all he said. She said. You're right.
yeah, but unless there's something, something in the books that we don't know about, it's just as a bad look, man. It's a bad look. And this is a team that's trying to turn the corner, and it's not how you turn the corner, man.
I think we need
And
to
the
get
last thing I
Horst.
want to say is this: this may not have nothing to do with basketball, but if you're watching Shakur Stevenson, respect your elders.
I saw that.
You're
Respect your
I
elders,
right.
man.
Right.
saw
I'm tired of
that
that
was
little
bad.
dude. Shakur. Yeah, we gonna. You know
Respect
what?
your
We gonna do
elders,
something on the
man.
side again soon. It's piling
He's
up
a
now.
narcissist. He's a
Yeah.
narcissist,
We
man.
we
He's a
need to we
he's a
need to get
straight
on his
narcissist.
helmet soon. We gonna set something up on the side
Okay, wait.
again. Yeah, we gonna
Don't
definitely
have to go
set something on the side. I hit you up, BShack. Seriously, we gonna set something on the side because I'm starting to get
All right.
frustrated. I'm starting to get frustrated. All right, BShack. All right, Bleacher. Appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. Shout out, Bleacher. All right, let me get Brandon here before we get out of here. All right, Brandon, real quick, bro. I'm trying to check the UFC. They ain't coming in the ring, bro. Let me give you. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Brandon.
What up? The Moose Buck Nation family. I'm gonna take all my money up today. Five. So I want to come over here and
But before you
give
go,
a
hold
shout
on.
out.
Salute to you getting the audio together finally. Thank you for getting the audio together. Go ahead now. Go ahead.
No problem. I'm probably gonna tap in the next night.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it definitely tap in because I want to hear what you think about the 64 million because the internet is going nuts right now. Brandon,
Okay,
like I mean, like it's really crazy right now. Like
okay.
I know you're more of an Instagram dude, but if you look on Twitter, they
I've
going
been
in.
seeing
Yeah.
it. I've been
It's
seeing it.
like I'm not talking. You know what? The Bucks gonna get themselves in trouble with this type of deal. Is all I'm gonna say. They're gonna bring unnecessary eyes on the organization. You know what I'm saying, Brandon?
Right, right.
So that we got. I just hope nothing comes of this. But everybody is talking about this. Everybody. That's what I'm
So,
nervous about.
how can I say this? One thing, one time only. Gay Jewish should not deserve that bad.
No, I
In
don't.
the first place, that money should go to Kevin Porter Jr.
Right, but the thing is, they're saying it
But
was a handshake deal, Brandon. This was money that was
I
promised.
don't
I.
trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I
Brandon,
don't
you
trust
ain't even let me finish, Brandon. You aren't. Brandon, they promised that man that money. Regardless of why they did it or the reason they promised that man that money. Now the organization will suffer. Only thing we can hope for, Brandon, is that that man shows that he's worth that bag. And hopefully he does. We gonna see what happens. But
it.
appreciate you tapping in. Go ahead and give us the ending, Brandon. Go ahead.
The multi-bus nation family friends, we're gonna keep this up.
Right.
We're gonna. I got lots of things to say
All right.
in the next live.
There we go.
So,
My man.
the multi-bus nation family friends, take one live at a time. Take one all season at a time.
Right.
I got y'all a couple of days.
But keep them saying, hey, Brandon, hold on. Make sure whatever your audio setup is now that you understand your audio setup. This is cool right here, Brandon. So move like this. You feel me, Brandon?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, bro. All right, go,
All
Brandon.
right, bro.
All right, go.
All right.
All right, shout out to Brandon. All right, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Appreciate y'all tapping in. I know we're gonna have to follow back up on this this contract. This is crazy. All right, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live. We just discussed for the most part just this Gary Trent deal. 4 years, 64 million is crazy. Also talking about this Gary Trent deal is just crazy to me right now. And then Bam and Tyler squabbling, Pete Nance for signing. Just the Bucks that are talking to town. What you gonna do next, John Horst? I guess we'll just wait and see. Comment, like, subscribe, share the electrifying content. Go. wanted to say real quick, this is exactly why I don't be paying for UFC like that. This fight is already over. This dude, Conor McGregor, got hurt in the first 30 seconds. He couldn't walk. Fight is over. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Gary Trent Jr., $64 million. This dude, Conor McGregor, 5 years off, and now he hurt, and it's over. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Wow.